Happy Friday. Thank you for joining us. This is our AM update just on social media, and it's kind of an informal newscast just to give you guys stories of the day. So if you have any questions about any stories, if you want to know more about any of them, go to the captions section. You can leave questions there. You can click on the stories to get more information. But we had a really wet start to our day today, so we're actually going to head straight over to Cheetah for a look at our forecast.
Hey, happy Friday. All right, good morning. Now, all morning long, all we've been talking about is this cold front. Some of you are waking up really excited this morning. You can tell we've got cold temperatures, strong north winds, and we're tracking some rain across the area. And then some of you are probably pretty bummed. It's a messy, sloppy start to your Friday. So depending if you love that chilly air, will depend on if you love today. Okay, let's talk about where the cold front is now. It's pretty much draped just to our east. We're still getting some wraparound moisture around that low that's pushing towards us from the Gulf, and that's going to continue to enhance the rain chances, especially towards the coastline. I want you to keep in mind throughout the day today, most of this rain will clear around 11 or noon. So this isn't going to be an all-day rain event, but it is going to be an all-day cold temperatures and some strong northerly wind event. We've seen by far the most amount of rainfall here, portions south on the Gulf Freeway. So Texas City, near Lamarck, near Clear Creek, that's where we've seen the highest rainfall totals over the past 12 hours. Everybody's pretty much picked up at least 1 to 2 inches of rain, but there have been isolated areas, especially south along the Gulf Freeway, that have seen upwards of 4+ inches of rain. So north of I-10, completely different story. We have on and off showers, but again, after about 10, latest noon today, these showers are going to be out of here, but we will still be left with these strong northerly winds. So this morning, grab the umbrella. You want to keep it through your lunchtime hour. By the afternoon, you want to keep that jacket, maybe even a coat handy. Again, extremely chilly temperatures. These northerly winds not going to back down. It's bringing in some cold Arctic air, some of the coldest air that we've actually seen this season. What's interesting is when you take a look here across the state of Texas, 24 in Amarillo. Yesterday, blanketed across the area in snow, 28 in Lubbock. Take a look, 46 in Dallas. So the 40s that you see on the map, that's what I'm expecting here locally early tomorrow morning. So your Saturday morning will be really, really chilly. Take a look from Brenham, College Station, Huntsville, all areas in the upper 40s right now. So we're going to really struggle to get out of the low 50s in some of our northern counties. Throughout the afternoon, clouds remain in place, and we really don't see much of a warm up today. 51 in Conroe, 52 in Sugar Land today throughout the day. Temperatures remain in the 50s when you factor in these winds sustain around 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusts today up to about 30 to 35. It will be feeling either in the low 50s to even feels like temperatures in the upper 40s this afternoon. So no matter what you plan, again, keep that jacket, the coats handy. You really want to layer up today. Today's going to be a cold one out there. You may have thought before we really didn't get that cold, but today will be a good taste of fall air, or almost around here, more winter-like conditions. So kind of a messy day. Messy start to the day. By the afternoon, we're dry, but it's just still pretty chilly. Overnight, we stay dry, 40s, high temperatures by Saturday afternoon in the upper 60s, partly cloudy skies. Gorgeous on Sunday, a whole lot of sunshine, mid 70s. That takes us into our Monday forecast. And then if you're already thinking about Halloween, the days we need to monitor here are Tuesday and Wednesday. At best, about a 20 to a 30% chance for a shower, just in time for trick-or-treaters. We really should see these temperatures drop to maybe 50s and even 40s, but we'll be under clear skies. So Janelle, even though we're starting off messy this morning, we are going to continue to see nice breaks by the afternoon and then much improvements by next week.
All right, great. Thank you, Cheetah. Now we're going to switch to some breaking news that happened overnight. The Coast Guard is actually actively searching for a 26-year-old man who fell overboard from a Carnival Dream cruise ship. They're doing that now. They have been all night. We have some video that was sent to us from a cruise ship passenger. You can see there's a spotlight in the video. Once it comes up, there's a spotlight over water as the Coast Guard searches for the missing passenger. There's also some you can see there's rough water, which isn't making the search operation any easier. The Carnival Dream left the port of Galveston at 3:30 p.m. yesterday. 5 hours into the cruise, around 8:45, the Coast Guard was notified that the passenger had gone overboard. It happened about 47 miles south of Galveston. Coast Guard crews from Houston and Corpus, as well as the cruise ship and a Good Samaritan boat are helping in this search. The Dream was on its first day of a 4-day voyage to Cozumel. The Coast Guard says it was launching an aircraft to the area as well to search for the victim. There's no word yet on what caused the guy to fall. Right now, we don't know if the ship will return to port. We have reached out to Carnival for a comment, but we have not yet heard back on the status of that. Another heartbreaking story out of Katy this time. Deputies need your help in this one. They're trying to figure out who shot and killed an 18-year-old at a gas station in the 4900 block of Greenhouse Road. According to Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, the teen was at a pump getting gas when a group of unknown males pulled up and started shooting. The sheriff said the group took off in a dark-colored pickup truck. Another person with the 18-year-old drove the victim to a nearby hospital, but the sheriff says the teen was later pronounced dead at that hospital. If you have any information, you are asked to contact the sheriff's department. You can also call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS, but hopefully they can find out some more information on that one very soon. The next story we're going to talk about has kind of overshadowed the World Series a bit. Houston Astros have now announced yesterday that they fired Brandon Taubman, the assistant general manager, who came under fire for inappropriate comments he made during the team's clubhouse celebration. Now, the Astros announced his firing yesterday. Sports Illustrated writer Stephanie Epstein reported during the Astros clubhouse celebrating after winning the ALCS. Taubman allegedly shouted, "Thank God we have Osuna. I'm so expletive glad we got Osuna," during the locker room celebration. According to Epstein, Taubman's remark about the closer, who had just given up a 2-run homer that tied the game, were directed at 3 female reporters, including one who was wearing a purple domestic violence awareness bracelet. Now, Epstein said Taubman repeated the statement half a dozen times, making them uncomfortable. She said none of the women had questioned Taubman about Osuna, so the timing seemed odd. The Astros took heat in 2018 for adding Osuna to the roster. In May of that year, he was accused of assaulting the mother of his child. Prosecutors dropped the charges in a plea bargain, but Osuna was suspended for 75 games by MLB. The Astros released a statement initially condemning the article, calling it fabricated and misleading, but now they are apologizing for that statement, saying this: during the past 2 days, the Astros proactively assisted Major League Baseball in interviewing Astros employees as part of MLB's investigation of the events published in the recent Sports Illustrated article. Major League Baseball also separately interviewed members of the media over the past 24 hours. Our initial investigation led us to believe that Brandon Taubman's inappropriate comments were not directed at any reporter. We were wrong. We sincerely apologize to Stephanie Epstein, Sports Illustrated, and to all individuals who witnessed this incident or were offended by the inappropriate conduct. The Astros in no way intended to minimize the issues related to domestic violence. And so now let's turn to a lighter story here. This is an awesome video. Jaime's with me here. He's going to pull it up for you guys. Competition was replaced by pure sportsmanship during a women's soccer game. Take a look at this. This is pretty cool. During a match between Jordan Shabab Al Urdan Club and the Anmam Club, one player's hijab became loose, causing her hair to show. Realizing it was slipping, the unidentified player quickly grabbed her head, stopped playing, and knelt to the ground to readjust. Despite not wearing hijabs themselves, players on the opposing team didn't miss a beat. They ran over to form a tight circle around their competitor in order for her to privately adjust. According to ABC News, the moment actually happened in a final match in 2018, but the video recently garnered worldwide attention. The act of sportsmanship lasted only a moment as players quickly returned to the game, but the impact was indefinite. People from around the world have shared and responded now to the now viral video, many resonating with a touching gesture between the rivals that crossed between the world of sports and religion. How very cool is that moment? Speaking of sports, Jaime, how you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good this morning. Obviously looking ahead to, the game tonight, and actually just hopefully, all 3 games this weekend, in DC,
Hopefully we make it, yes. 3 games this week and then 2 when we come back. And so the game's tonight in Washington, not here. There is a watch party, so let's talk a little bit about that if you guys want to head out. So it's official. The official watch party is at Minute Maid. Let's see. The gates for the watch party will open 2 hours prior to the first pitch, which is at 7:07. So around 5 o'clock, the gates will open. Admission to the watch party will not be permitted before 5 o'clock. You must have a voucher to get in. Here is the thing, though. All online vouchers have already been claimed for all three, Game 3, Game 4, and Game 5. But they are still available at the gates when the gates open at 5. So if you still want to go, you have to be there at 5 to get the voucher in person. And I assume you should probably show up early because I don't think you'll be the only one trying to get that. Now, parking will be available at the Astros controlled lots, Diamond Lot, Lot A, Lot B, and Lot C. Parking fees will apply. Fans can enter into Minute Maid by the left field gate, the center field gate, or the south home plate entrance. Now, this is the official watch party, so Astros is sponsoring it. There's going to be live music, food trucks, face painters, appearances from shooting stars in orbit, lots of fun, games, photo booth, everything you'd ever want from a watch party. So we just have to win. The Astros arrived at the Capitol yesterday. Zach Greinke, am I saying that right?
Greinke, yes.
Greinke will be on the mound for the Astros, and 7:07. Must win, right? This is basically
yes.
must
I mean,
win.
you know, it's just tough. I mean, it's tough to go on the road. It's tough to. I mean, yes, their backs are kind of against the wall. I mean, they're not necessarily facing elimination tonight, but you know, they have to turn it around. You know, this is now or never kind of thing.
It is now or never. It's going to be really tough to come back from a 3-0. I mean, has anyone even ever? I don't even know. Someone fact check me if that's ever even happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I figure it's probably not likely. I mean, it's
hard.
It's really. I mean, I think in any sort of, you know, even in basketball, that's a tough thing to do. I mean, teams have done it, but it's. You know, usually most times when you're playing at this level and you have a team on the ropes, most teams are able to kind of keep you down. So hopefully our Astros will respond, you know, and turn it around tonight in DC.
Yep, we need to see our boys. We need to see them get back in action, and they can do it. They can win. I think they're going to win the next 4 in a row. I'm going to be optimistic.
And that would be nice. I think that, you know, a lot of people are number one is, you know, besides just the fact that, you know, they obviously want to see them win tonight, and they're hoping that you know, that they don't lose this series, but they would like to see them come back home, back home and just make this competitive, because what we saw the other night was really hard to watch, and it's just not the Astros that we're accustomed to seeing.
It's not the ones it's not the guys we know. So, all right, what do you guys think? Are they're gonna pull it off, right? They gotta win tonight. They've gotta win tonight. We got any questions, anyone?
Well, I'll start off by saying good morning to some of the people who are viewing and watching us this morning on this live stream. Good morning to Kendrick. Good morning to Erica. Thank you all for watching. You know, we're getting a lot of love. You know, Cheetah's getting a lot of love. She's already kind of stepped away, but Tony says that she. I love me some Cheetah. So you know,
everyone does. We all love us some Cheetah.
Yeah, thanks for for her giving us the forecast just to start this stream. I'm not seeing too many questions. I think a lot of people are kind of very concerned in prayers for some of the people who are the victims who are kind of featured in some of the stories. The tough headlines overnight from the man who's fell overboard to the young teen who was shot near Katy. People are pretty concerned about both of these stories.
Some heartbreaking stories to wake up to on a Friday, for sure. Yes. Hopefully we'll get some answers from the Coast Guard and from deputies soon on both of those.
Let's see what else people are saying. More good mornings. Good morning to Rhonda.
Good morning.
Let's see what else everybody has to say. Brenda says prayers to the families just, from these stories overnight. And yeah, I think everybody's kind of just looking like they're trying to be optimistic about the Astros tonight. So not a whole lot of questions, which is fine. We appreciate all your comments, even the good mornings, the love, all that. We love seeing y'all's responses to everything we covered this morning. And if there's something that we haven't covered, that you want more information on, just type in your question in the comments, and we'll try to get back to you, or we'll try to cover it in our next update, which is scheduled for 2:30 later on this afternoon. But I think right now, I think we're good. Kind of maybe just, I don't know, how do you feel about this weather? Is this your kind of weather, or
the weather?
Yeah, the cooler temps.
I'm excited about fall, but like summer is my thing. So like the cold is not my friend at all.
Yeah, see, this is totally my kind of weather.
This is your weather.
I love this.
I'm. You feeling it? You feeling it? Bill's feeling it. Everyone's feeling the weather. Bill's here for it. I'm here for the fall weather. I'm not here for the winter weather.
Yeah. I know I'm a little bit strange in that way, but it's fun. It is kind of, it's relaxing and stuff like that. The only problem is that it probably makes me a little too relaxed and makes me a little sleepy. So
it is. It's nice to have a change, I guess. But I'm ready for summer to come back already. What about you, Bill?
You're ready for what?
Summer.
No. No, the boys of summer are gone.
The boys of summer are gone.
So it looked like we got an update from the National Hurricane Center. Is that correct?
Yes.
So visible satellite, I'll just read what they have on their tweet. I can't pull it up right too fast. It says a visible satellite imagery and surface observations indicate that a tropical cyclone is forming in the western Gulf of Mexico, and advisories will be initiated later on at 9 o'clock this morning. So it's something to keep an eye on. We'll probably be posting a full update on this system that is developing out in the Gulf, and what, if any, threat it would pose to the Texas Gulf Coast. So.
And then follow, Erica, David, Blake, all of them. I'm sure they'll have updates on that too as well.
And honestly, if something does also form, we may end up doing another live stream. So make sure that you like the KHOU page so you can get notifications on that. We'll be streaming that. If we do have any updates, we'll be streaming that to both Facebook and YouTube. So keep an eye out for that.
Keep an eye out for that. Just something to put on your radar that this is happening. And like I said, guys, all these stories are posted in our caption. So if you want any more information about any of it, that's all there. And go Stros. Let's go, boys. Game 3, let's go. We got to win it. Okay, bye.